The following Original Six matchup is presented and played with Hockey Blast Express, a product of Play Games LLC, copyright 2023, all rights reserved. And welcome back to the channel, everybody, as we get set for Game 1 and a new time frame in this 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens Gauntlet Challenge. We're back in the original six as the 2011-2012 Detroit Red Wings will take a crack and see if they can try to beat the 76-77 Montreal Canadiens. Your starting netminders for Game 1 is going to be Ken Dryden for the 76-77 Habs, and Jimmy Howard will be in net for the 2011-2012 Detroit Red Wings. With that being said, for Montreal, the adjustments have been made. Ken Dryden will gain one shot star, so he will go from a 2 or 3 with a dot to a 3 or a 4 with a dot on the shot save. With that being said, a fresh new set of 60 minutes is on the clock. Let's see how many games we can get in with this one. With that in mind, let's get game underway. Will the clock operator please start the clock? And we're going to begin Game 1 with a home scoring chance of a 42. Any home player with a triangle creates a goal. You bet we got contenders on the Red Wings. It's either Zetterberg, Hudler, Datsuk, or Lidstrom. I think we're going to give it to the newly minted Hall of Famer, Pavel Datsuk. Datsuk was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame earlier this season, so congrats to him. And he does have a triangle, so he's going to be moving in on Ken Dryden. Hopefully he can make a 4 or 5 with a dot to make the save. Otherwise, it will be a goal. It will be a goal as the Red Wings do get on the board. It's 1-0, courtesy of Pavel Datsuk. And one assist will be handed out of the play. How about it? The Euro twins, Henrik Zetterberg, will connect with Pavel Datsuk on that goal. And we continue on in this 5th minute here of this first period. Visitor scoring chance of a 23. Home goalie must make spec save. Jimmy Howard's is really not familiar with these, so he only has a 2 spec save rating. So a 1 or a 2 will give him the spec save. It will. Nobody will flip, and we will move on to the next segment. Quality check between both players in 5. That's Robinson and Cronwall. We're looking for star. Both guys have star. And we will move on to the next segment here in this one. Quality check again. So again, when double sixes come up, I look at the home side first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is a reroll to get the player that will be issuing the quality check. That'll be Kyle Quincy for the Red Wings. And Pierre Bouchard for the Habs. The quality we're looking for is skill. Kyle Quincy does have skill, so he's going to be moving in on Ken Dryden. Hopefully he can make a 4 or 5 with a dot to make the stop. He does so, keeping this game right at 1-0 here in Game 1 of this time frame here at the old Joe Louis Arena here in Detroit. Quality check. So again, anybody on the wings against player number 4, that's John Van Boxmeer. So again, we'll roll the red die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, that's Yuri Hudler. We're looking for speed. Both guys have speed, and that will do it for the first period here in Detroit with your score of 1-0 in favor of the 2011-2012 Detroit Red Wings. Penalty check between players 5 and 3. That's Cronwall and Mahavlich. Both guys have the same penalty rating of 0.5, and we will move on to the next segment here in this one. Quality check. This time it'll be between players 5 and 3. That's Kyle Quincy and Jacques Lemaire. We're looking for power. Ooh, Kyle Quincy's going to win power as he moves in on Ken Dryden. Hopefully he can make a play save. A 4 or 5 with a dot will do so. 5 and a blank won't do it. Kyle Quincy gives the Red Wings their second goal of this ball game. And 2 assists will be handed out on the play. It looks like we're going to give 1 to... Ooh, pick your poison. I do want to keep at least 1 square and 1 circle out there. So Lidstrom and Helm will be out of it. The first assist will go to Cleary, and the second assist will go to Holmstrom. On the Kyle Quincy goal. And Lemaire needs to flip. We stay put here in the 10th minute of the second period. Visitor scoring chance of a 66. Mike, it's a choice home player scoring is going to be a choice home player scores a goal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a reroll. 2, that's Todd Bertuzzi scoring the goal, and it's 3-0 Wings. And 2 assists on the play. Filppula and I'm going to go with Lidstrom. So it'll be from Bertuzzi, from Filppula, and Lidstrom. And all of a sudden, the Habs are in shock. Like, how are these Red Wings getting these lucky bounces here? Yeesh. And we stay put. 2 down, 2 down, and 4 more to go before this segment ends automatically. Home scoring chance of a 43. Any home player with a triangle creates a goal. Oh, you bet we do. We have takers, either Zetterberg or Hudler. Let's go with Hudler. Yuri Hudler will move in on Ken Dryden. Hopefully he can make a 4 or 5 with a dot to make the stop. And he will do so. And we move on to the next segment. Oh, triple fours. This is going to be a fight plus a momentum shot. Do we have any takers? Oh, we do. Place your bets between Brad Stewart and Mario Tremblay. Who's it going to be? The bell sounds, and here we go. 5. Home player lands a punch. So it's 1-0 Detroit. 2-0 Detroit. Or excuse me, 1. Visitor player lands a punch. So it's 1-1. Referee steps, so it's tied at 1-1, but the ref says play on. Tremblay 2, Montreal 2, Detroit 1. High five player, rated player lands a punch. Tremblay, so it's 3-1 Montreal. 4-1 Montreal. And ref breaks up the fight. So Mario Tremblay will win the fight over Brad Stewart, as Mario Tremblay will move in on Jimmy Howard, who needs to make a 4 or 5 with a dot to make the save. And he will do so. Mario Tremblay, he got credited for the fight win. They're loving it here at the Joe Louis Arena. 2 original 6 rivals, each from different eras. And we move on to the next segment. Quality check between players 1 and 4. That's Zetterberg and Lapointe. We're looking for skill. Ooh, both guys have skill, and we move on to the next segment here in this one. Home scoring chance to begin the third period here. It's a 3-0 lead for the Wings. It's a 40, and the roll is 41. Home player in 5, that's Nicholas Cronwall. He creates a goal with the quality roll of power or a triangle. Although Cronwall does not have a triangle, he does have power, so he's going to wind up that slap shot of his. And as that puck zings towards the net of Ken Dryden, 4 or 5 with a dot, he stops it. 5 with a dot will do so. He stops Cronwall's shot from going past him. That was a great save. And we move on. Visitor scoring chance of a 43. Any visitor player with a triangle creates a goal. You bet your butt we do. We have Yvonne Cournoyer or Larry Robinson. I think I'm going to give it to Cournoyer. So we're going to go with Yvonne Cournoyer moving in on Jimmy Howard, who needs to make a 4 or 5 with a dot to make the save. And he will do so, keeping this game right where it's at of 3-0. And we move on to the next segment. Quality check between player number 1, that's Tomas Holmstrom, against anybody on the ice for the Habs. We're looking for the quality of smart. It's not going to be Van Boxmeer, so it's either going to be Robinson, Jarvis, Ho, or Wilson. I think we'll let the red die decide. 1, 2, 3, 5, or 1, 2, 3, or 5, 6, 4, or 6 is a reroll. That'll be Doug Jarvis. Both guys have smart, and we will move on to the next segment here in this one. Home scoring chance of a 23. Visitor goalie must make a spec save. Oh, Ken Dryden is not too familiar with this one. He needs to make a 1 or 2 to stop the Red Wings shot here. Can't, and it's 4-0 in favor of Detroit. And it looks like the Wings are going to probably take game 1 of this time frame. Let's see who scored the goal. 7. Player with the best shot rating. That is going to be Valtteri Filppula scoring the goal. And 2 assists will be handed out on the play. It'll be Quincy getting the first assist. And we'll go with Danny Cleary. So Filppula from Quincy and Cleary here as it's 4-0 Detroit. And they are just manhandling the Habs here in game 1 of this time frame matchup. Penalty check between anybody on the ice for the Wings against Maury Wilson. Well, either way, I think we'll give Wilson a shot. We're going to send Tyler. I almost said Tyler. What am I saying? Todd Bertuzzi to the box, as Montreal will have one more shot at possibly have one more shot at the Red Wings here to get on the board. He's moving in on Howard as he needs to make a 4 or 5 with a dot to make the stop. 5 with a dot will do so. Stop the clock. Oh man, what a victory for Team NHL and the 2011-2012 Detroit Red Wings as they hang on to beat Montreal by a final score of 4-0 here in game 1 of this time frame matchup. So again, if you are tuning in on the full time frame playlist, game 2 will be coming up shortly. But if you're tuning in on the single game playlist for this project, game 2 of this series will be posted very shortly. But if you're watching this in the near future, it will be already up on my channel. So with that being said, game 1 will go to the 2011-2012 Detroit Red Wings by a final score of 4-0. Stay tuned for the Bitty Beer game summary presented by your favorite Bitty Beer products. If you choose to drink Bitty Beer, please remember to drink responsibly. As always, it has big taste at a bitty price. It's Bitty Beer.